Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we are unpacking a really fascinating digital mystery, and it's literally hiding right in plain sight. We're looking at this strange, quiet corner of the internet that blends the simplicity of a village mysterious lifestyle with something, well, deeply unsettling. Get ready, because we're diving into an anomaly that completely defies our standard understanding of time and content creation. Usually, the internet operates on an immediate, rolling present, right? Content is made today for today's audience. But what happens when a digital archive captures something that claims it hasn't even happened yet? It's like an algorithmic ghost story that challenges how we actually perceive online reality.
Seriously, think about this. How can a channel operating today be uploading glimpses of rural life that are explicitly dated from the future? It's an impossible paradox. We are so used to platforms feeding us the now or the past, vlogs from last week or historical retrospectives from decades ago. But seeing content explicitly packaged as an artifact from the future, that totally breaks the standard contract we have with online media. It forces us to ask, are we looking at some incredibly complex alternate reality game, an ARG designed to trick our senses? Or is it just a bizarre algorithmic glitch that somehow slipped through the cracks? It's a puzzle that immediately challenges logic and absolutely forces us to look closer at the digital footprints left behind.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1. A channel from the future, profiling the anomaly.
17. That is the total number of subscribers this channel currently has. Just 17. I really want to emphasize how incredibly obscure and hidden this channel is. I mean, in the vast, endless ocean of online content where millions of creators are fighting tooth and nail for just a fraction of your attention, a channel with 17 subscribers is virtually invisible. It's a digital ghost town. It's exactly the kind of space you'd only stumble upon by sheer accident, buried under thousands of pages of search results. And yet, this microscopic corner of the web is quietly operating as if thousands of people are tuning in. Honestly, finding a channel like this feels like wandering off the mapped paths of the internet and stumbling into an abandoned yet perfectly maintained room.
So let's map out the basic identity of our subject here. The channel name is Chaxi, operating under the handle @DoItCheverikra. Remember those 17 subscribers we just talked about? Well, compare that tiny audience to their total video count. They have an impressive 84 videos. That is a massive volume of output for an audience of basically nobody. Producing 84 videos requires hours upon hours of shooting, editing, and uploading. It's a huge sustained effort. Yet the bio simply reads, "just for funny." That casual, almost dismissive attitude is a massive contrast to the intense dedication required to sustain an upload schedule of that size. The psychology here is just fascinating to me. Why pour this much creative energy into a void, deliberately brushing it off as a joke, while simultaneously sticking to such a rigorous production cycle?
Let's move to Section 2, the future rural life, a temporal glitch.
Now, what's really interesting here is the jarring contrast in how these videos are categorized. On one side, we have this incredibly grounded traditional tag, #rurallife, right? It sets a very specific expectation for earthy, simple, everyday living, basically a rejection of the modern, fast-paced world. But sitting right next to it, the actual titles of the videos are eerie, specific dates set in the future. We have this rustic expectation crashing headfirst into an anachronistic, futuristic timeline. It's such a bizarre juxtaposition. You have the ultimate symbol of the past and the traditional, deliberately stamped with timestamps from a future we haven't even reached yet. It creates this strange cognitive dissonance for literally anyone who happens to click on it.
Let's map out these specific future upload dates chronologically. We start with a short titled 18 December 2025. Then, a couple of days later, two more shorts titled 20 December 2025. And then, jumping even further ahead, a short titled 11 July 2026. This forward-looking timeline is deeply unsettling. Why are mundane glimpses of a village, mysteriously lifestyle stamped with dates that haven't even happened yet? Are we looking at a creator who is pre-scheduling content years in advance, essentially creating a time capsule designed to open in 2025 and 2026? Or is this a subtle piece of interactive fiction, maybe an internet mystery, where the creator is role-playing as a time traveler, trapped in an agrarian setting?
Which brings us to Section 3, analyzing the channel data, irregular engagement.
And this brilliantly illustrates how the discovery of these videos has been totally wild and erratic. Look at this. A video simply titled #rurallife sits at 1.3K views. That is a massive algorithmic spike for a channel with only 17 subscribers. Then, a video titled 20 December 2025 catches 625 views, and the 11 July 2026 upload gets 389. But if you look further down the data, it gets weird. Another video with that exact same 20 December 2025 title gets only 21 views. Another #rural life video, just 15 views. It raises some serious questions about how the YouTube algorithm is dragging these future-dated artifacts out of the dark and actually serving them to the public. Algorithms typically crave momentum and consistency, right? Yet here, the machine learning model is seemingly throwing a dart in the dark, sporadically amplifying some of these time-bending videos while completely ignoring identical uploads sitting right next to them.
Let's move on and see how this builds in Section 4. Community clues and mysteries, breadcrumbs left behind.
Okay, this quote right here is the absolute entirety of their community post history. 2 words, Queen Bey. It sits there as a completely isolated, incredibly vague digital artifact. There's no context, no explanation, and seemingly absolutely no connection to the rural setting or those impossible future dates. You know, when investigating internet mysteries, we usually look for lore, right? A hidden link or some secret code embedded in the text. But this is just absurd. It's almost aggressively mundane compared to the temporal weirdness of the videos. It leaves us with a total dead end, forcing us to wonder if this was a mistake, an inside joke, or just a bizarre piece of performance art disguised as a forgotten channel.
But diving into the data attached to that isolated post reveals something even stranger. It was published exactly 1 year ago. And the engagement? It sits in this perfect, eerie equilibrium, exactly 1 like, exactly 1 dislike. It's incredibly stark. This post has been sitting in the dark for 365 days with a perfectly balanced yet absolutely minimal 1-to-1 engagement ratio. It's literally a snapshot of a digital void. When we think about digital archiving, we often think of massive databases and viral moments preserved forever. But this is the exact opposite. It's the micro-archiving of a silent moment perfectly suspended in internet amber. 1 person approved, 1 person disapproved, and then an entire year of absolute silence.
So, the crucial point is, what exactly are we looking at here? Is this obscure channel a quirky joke meant for absolutely no one, just built on sheer boredom? Is it a bizarre art project aiming to test the boundaries of search engines? Or is it a genuine internet anomaly presenting a village, mysteriously lifestyle from the years 2025 and 2026? The data is factual, but the intent is a total ghost. We have a creator spending countless hours broadcasting an agrarian future to an empty room, occasionally and inexplicably boosted by a massive algorithm. So I'll leave you with this. If the algorithm is already feeding us the future, what on earth happens when we finally catch up to December 2025?